Only $2,000. Live the experience with Digicel. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good morning. Happy Saturday to you. I am Kevin Smith. Welcome to your morning newscast on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Let's get to the news in detail. With the aim of cutting the costs on a state-of-the-art shore-based facility, the acting CEO and managing director of Suriname's Statsoli, Anand Jagisar, says that Ghana and Suriname should partner on this project. A shore base is an onshore support facility that provides services to the oil companies during drilling, development, maintenance, and producing operations. Jagisar indicated that the shore base is very important and implored President Irfaan Ali to hold a discussion on this project with the Surinamese government. Jagisar explained that because of land type, it is very expensive to construct a shore base, and if Ghana and Suriname work together on it, both countries would split the costs by two. And I'll just tell you, because they failed to address the fundamental environmental issues relating to the oil and gas production, local oil boss and Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo referred to the environmental permits granted to ExxonMobil for its Liza 1 and 2 projects as an abomination. Appearing on a virtual discussion on oil and gas contracts alongside Professors Paul Tennessee and Floyd Haynes on Globespan 24/7 on Wednesday evening, Jagdeo proclaimed that the Payara permit, approved shortly after his government took office, comes very close to the international standards, putting it above others. Defending his pronouncement, Jagdeo stated that the Payara permit differs vastly from the Liza permit and includes strengthened provisions to better safeguard Guyana. These include a prohibition on flaring along with the institution of significant penalties for same. Meanwhile, Ghana may be closer to seeing works completed on the modernized Chedi Jagan International Airport, albeit a decade later. This was made known during a tour of the facility yesterday, where Public Works Minister Juan Edgell disclosed that ongoing works are at 95% completion and are on track for the agreed December 31st deadline. Minister Edgell expressed clear satisfaction at the pace with which the renovations have progressed since the government penned the new agreement with the Chinese contractor, China Harbour Engineering Company. After expending more than $160 million, government had reached its wits' end with the company since it was not receiving favorable results with the contracts. And moving on, Ghana has pre-qualified 9 contractors to build the new Demerara Harbour Bridge, but a number of the companies cleared by government have been either debarred over corrupt practices by the World Bank, or would have been involved in money laundering scandals. The Ministry of Public Works yesterday identified the companies that have been pre-qualified. Checks have since found that several of the companies have been involved in illegal practices in the past, including China's State Construction Corps, which was sued for fraud in the Bahamas. That company reportedly submitted sham billings and diverted monies to other projects, and was subsequently disbarred by the World Bank. And moving on, the APNU-AFC administration during its 5 years in office spent more money on the procurement of drugs and medical supplies than the PPPC expended during its 23 years in office. Compounding the situation is the fact that the previous administration's broken supply system led to the expiration of more than $10 billion worth of medicines. The damning allegations were laid out by former Minister of Health Dr. Ramsamy, who in a recent missive penned that the present medicine and medical supply shortages is a consequence of the broken supply chain system that the present PPPC government inherited from the previous APNU-AFC government. He disclosed that in August of 2020, there was a greater than 80% shortage in the health sector. Meanwhile, since its launch on December 10th last, the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security's 914 emergency hotline for cases of violence has received a total of 197 calls, 113 of which were from Region 4. The Ministry of Human Services and Social Security's office yesterday, Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vindya Prasad, made an appeal for more persons to utilize the toll-free emergency number to get help and intervention for persons in institutions, that should be in situations of abuse and violence. The minister disclosed further that 94 of the 113 calls in Region 4 were domestic violence related and 18 were child care protection related. And finally, the Ministry of Health reported an increase in Guyana's COVID-19 case toll following 44 new infections being recorded yesterday. The total number of confirmed cases now stands at 9,486. 9 patients are in a COVID-19 ICU, another 9 in institutional quarantine, 45 are in institutional isolation, and 767 are in home isolation. Additionally, the total number of recoveries has pushed to 8,543, with 23 new recoveries recorded yesterday. The COVID-19 death toll remains at 212.
And that's the news at the moment. Remember to get the full details of the